Danny Welbeck to Chelsea. Here we go. Fabrizio Romano has reported on X. Danny Welbeck to Chelsea. Here we go. Deal in place with Brighton for the English striker. Welbeck agreed terms with Chelsea until 2028. Medical next. Brighton approved the decision to let him go after a formal request from Danny. That's the first part of that. And I think in a way it makes sense. 14 goal contributions last season, 37 games the season before, 14 goal contributions in 30 games. However, this is my problem with it. And I briefly spoke about it the other day, but I'm going to explain now. 14 goal contributions in 30 games the season before last. The Lap had the same amount of goal contributions then. And the Lap has miserably failed. I know the different type of players. I know, obviously, Welbeck's a big game player. Scoring against Man United. I think he scored against Liverpool last season as well. And I was going to say he's scoring against Chelsea, but I don't feel like it's a big game when playing us, considering we were 10th last season. But you get what I mean. Daniel Welbeck's quite versatile. When he was younger, he had little bits of play off the wing. But obviously I expect to see him as a striker, and obviously as he gets older, he's definitely not going to be playing at the wing, right? But it's a good thing to know that he's versatile. A lot of people said he should have been called up to the England squad, in which he's only got, if I'm counting here, 6 England caps, in which he scored 7 goals from. So something to note, but I don't think it's a good enough signing for me. The reason is I want experience, but I want experienced winners. He's not an experienced winner. He hasn't won anything playing every week, not that I can think of. I think he was part of a FA Cup winning Arsenal squad. I think he might be part of Sir Alex at United. I think that's what I heard. But apart from that, I don't think he's it. I know obviously we're linked to Jordan Henderson, and here we go. I reckon will easily come tomorrow for that. So make sure you subscribe for updates. Also, a bit of news regarding Kolo Muani. He's going to Juventus. But I'll talk about that more later. But also, what I want to focus on this Danny Welbeck news is Jordan Henderson coming soon. That's what Fabrizio Romano put at the end. Which means that we're going to have 2 basically ineffective players on the pitch next season. Because even if it's a big game like I talked, I don't think they're going to trust Danny Welbeck when we've got João Pedro, who was one of the top scorers last season. So Danny Welbeck's, in my opinion, not going to get a lot of chance. Maybe could be all right in the locker room. I know that's been more Jordan Henderson with his amazing leadership skills. But the reason why I mentioned the Kolo Muani thing, and I just threw out there because Juventus have signed elite striker. I know he was poor last season, right? But he is if not elite, very, very good striker. Yeah, and then it says later on the Kolo Muani deal on the post, loan deal with an obligation to buy. But when Juventus, a club with nowhere near as much money of us, are going for players of Kolo Muani's ability, could be a bit embarrassing potentially. But obviously, I know Kolo Muani stinked it last season with 2 goal contributions from 30 games in the Prem. Did not help Tottenham at all. Hasn't had a shot in the France World Cup squad, which was fully deserved. But it just makes you think, right, there are decent strikers available. I'm not saying we should have signed Kolo Muani. I think that'd be a stupid signing. But there's decent experienced strikers we could have bought. We could have bought Robert Lewandowski. And then instead of signing Arsenal reject Danny Welbeck. But look, I think Welbeck's obviously a decent player, but it's decent enough. Come on, I'm not too sure on the signing. I do kind of get it, but the transfer remains officially undisclosed. But some reports, which have been unconfirmed, said it's around €7 million. So, there you go. For €7 million, I guess it makes sense. I'm not too sure about his wage fee. I don't think it's really come out yet. Not anywhere I can find, but If I can, I'll let you guys know later. And then another source from Beyond the Match on Facebook reckons around £3.5 million. So I don't know. You guys can make your own estimates. And then another source has said £7 million. So it's all over really. But whatever the transfer fee is, obviously not high. It's not really a problem. Obviously we've got decent relations with Brighton after signing quite a few of their players, right? Obviously like Barco and Moises Caicedo. So we were never going to pay a lot of money for him. I don't think that would ever happen, but yeah. Just a quick transfer news video from me. I know it was a bit late. I went to get lunch and I had to rush back as quickly as possible. Smash a like, smash subscribe. More update videos coming soon, and obviously when the season starts, all of that. You Chelsea.